you to stand over there.
One of the things that I wish somebody told me when I was a beginner is how important this distance thing is. Apart from the join up, this is a key to successful partnership. Unrequested forward motion is not always a sign of disrespect. Sometimes it's a youngster who wants to naturally be close to the leader. So it's not to be reprimanded harshly, but just lightly and politely ask for a step back. Just put the horse back where he was before he took the step forward. Now, if a horse comes aggressive to you, then that's different. Then you need to really set a very firm and immediate boundary. But this boy here, he wants to just be close. However, part of teaching him herd dynamics and respectful behavior and self-sufficiency and self-confidence is to insist on that boundary and distance. Now, if the leader comes to him, that's acceptable, but he cannot step into the space of the leader. And it's not to be mean, it's just to teach him that he can be his own horse. He needs to grow up. And even though he's not glued to the leader, he can still survive by himself. Whenever he looks away, I would tip his nose towards you. So whenever he looks away, he shows his anxiety and he's just not mentally with the leader. The physical tipping of his nose towards the person redirects his attention again to the person and eventually would teach him where his focus needs to be. The more he practices his attention span and the more he is engaged with the human, the less anxious he will eventually feel and his friends wouldn't be as important to him because right now he's not really interested in humans as much as he's interested in other horses, and it takes building his confidence for him to really begin seeing humans as valuable and someone to trust and enjoy. Alright, where I think he's good for me. So if you stop, would he stop in his tracks and back him up because he's on top of you? Like, he needs to stay that distance that you did. Like, loose rope, more loose rope. He needs to stay in that distance behind you. When you stop, he needs to stop right there. This is especially important in leading because many people get trampled over or the horse runs and pulls away and gets loose and so forth just because they have not established that boundary of when I stop, you stop at a distance. It changes everything. Just like the join up is the beginning of every successful relationship in my view. This is another super important step that makes a huge difference. It's a small thing, but it makes a huge difference. Just keeping that distance. So insist that when your feet stop, the horse's feet stop. Just like that. It breeds such a reverence in the horse that then their mind is open to learning from you because they just start trusting you more. If you insist on this boundary, all of a sudden you gain their trust, and that's magical.